Hi.
Hey there.
Say hi to the internet and tell them who you are.
Howdy. I'm Babak Javadi. I'm the president of the U.S. division of the Open Organization of Lockpickers, otherwise known as TOOL.
TOOL.
Yes, with 3 O's.
With 3 O's.
Yes.
You know why?
Well, we like to say it stands for the 3 O's of lockpicking, of course, which means you have to practice over and over and over again.
So you've got we're here in your lockpicking village at DefCon.
Yes, this is the lockpicking village.
And we've got files here.
All sorts of fun tools.
Blank.
Shiny things all about the place.
Yep. I was just learning how to do an impression.
Impressioning. You're impressioning a key, yes.
I was impressioning a key.
Yeah.
And that is, I take a blank key.
Rather, I suppose, it's been a long day. You were impressioning the lock, you were filing the key. Yeah, sorry.
Don't be sorry, and it has been a long day. I'm feeling it too, man.
Yes.
I'm feeling it. Thanks for doing this too, eh?
No problem. Anytime, anytime.
So I take a blank key, and I put it in the lock.
Right.
And by check, test, file, I can find out where the pins are, file the key down, and now I can open the lock.
Yes.
Now, here's where everyone's, oh, you can do this, you're teaching them this stuff. Do you have any idea how long that takes? So the thought that you're teaching people these skills to go and for nefarious activity is ridiculous to me. You know?
It's maybe to you it is. I can understand the apprehension some people would have.
Okay.
And it mostly just comes from an area of not understanding why that's so interesting.
Exactly.
Just like anytime you see a hobby and you go, I'm sorry, you're interested in what? Weather balloon competitions? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly.
Everyone has different passions. Our passion happens to be lock cylinders because they're these wonderful little mechanical puzzles.
Yeah.
And we like opening them with anything but the key that it came with. And that's really what it's about. We don't care what, you can see none of these cylinders are indoors. We have them mounted in vices.
Yep.
Or just holding them in our hands. And all we care about is the lock cylinder itself and how it opens.
And not what it's attached to.
Not what it's attached to.
Nope.
Nope. And we have some strict rules. We talked about that.
We did. You should never ever pick a lock that does not belong to you.
Right.
Or one that you rely on.
Correct.
In case you accidentally break it and it's your front door.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you're working in an office, do you own the lock that's on your office door?
No.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you shouldn't pick that one either.
No.
Okay.
No. It's for the puzzle part.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tried it before I had met you. I tried it at B-Sides 2 days ago.
Okay.
And I was so hyper because I was having so much fun. I did
You
both.
hyper? No, come on. That doesn't sound like you. Someone must have slipped you something.
I haven't even known you that long, and you got me figured out, eh? My cheeks are going red. I can feel it. And I did 2 handcuffs.
Okay.
The easy and the hard ones, and a 3-pin.
All right.
But it's the puzzle part.
Yes, absolutely.
And what I really liked about it was it makes your mind think in a different way.
Absolutely.
Which
Because you can't see what you're doing.
No, you can't.
It forces you to visualize what's going on.
And visualization, I got a whole thing for that.
Is 100%. Yeah, that's totally what it is. People who have trouble when they're first learning, I tell them to close their eyes.
Yeah.
They think it's the stupidest thing, but it's not. Even I have to do it sometimes because most people are pretty visual. We go about our whole day, just looking around the world and taking in visual input. So, of course, when you try to learn a new hobby, you're taking in visual input.
Right.
But when it comes to lock cylinders, you get almost nothing useful from visual input.
Well, you can't.
It's all in your head and it's all on your fingertips.
It's all feel.
Yes.
And I call it more of an art almost.
It is. It is an art.
Yep, it absolutely is.
A fun art.
I think so.
Yep.
It's so satisfying when it clicks open.
It absolutely is. Most hackers have the same type of mentality.
I was just going to say that.
It's all about the puzzle.
It's all about the puzzle.
It's all about the puzzle, absolutely.
And I am so sick of this negative connotation attached to hackers that the media is putting on it, especially after the summer. It's not fair.
It gets a little old.
It's super old. And people should come here and realize they're so gentlemanly. More of them have opened the door for me and been really kind and just like real gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I had $1 fall out of my pocket earlier and someone walked it halfway down the hallway to give it back to me.
Why would you expect anything less?
Yeah, but that's not like we're in the big cities and stuff like that, right?
Well, this is a community event.
Yep.
We have to take care of each other, so to speak.
But it's really nice, and I just find everyone's really curious.
Absolutely.
Really open to sharing.
Yes.
And like me, they're just nerds and want to learn.
Totally.
I feel really at home here, actually.
We're total lock geeks here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What else should we tell the internet about? I'm tired too. The internet.
The internet.
About what you do.
About what we do.
What message do you need to get out there?
Well, the main message is, you should spend, life is short. You should spend most of your time doing something fun.
Yeah.
For us, lockpicking is fun, so we do that. There's also all the really cool benefits to it too. As with anything, as you learn more about it, you understand how it fits into the greater system. And even though, we only may care about the lock cylinder itself, by understanding how the cylinder works and how it interacts with the other components, like the bolt and the door and all that stuff, you actually do get a better sense for security and how physical security works. And you begin to understand that, not a lot of the security that we have is not really much security at all. It's not the main reason why we do it, but it sure, gives us a lot of really good info.
Yep.
We learn at a very young age that, knives are sharp because we probably cut ourselves on them. We learn, and so now you know that thing. You know that you can't store anything valuable in your car because, well, there's glass and glass breaks. But there's not a whole lot of information out there about locks. There's a lot of misconceptions out there. There's a misconception that you can buy, $5, $6 padlock and have it protect, some really nice things. And the real truth is that padlock doesn't offer you that much security. So you learn a lot of really interesting things when you get into this hobby. You learn some truths and some untruths, and you feel like you have a whole different way of looking at the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does ruin Hollywood a little bit for you, though.
Does it?
A little bit, yeah. I have trouble watching a lot of TV and movies now because anything with television or movies, it's all about suspension of disbelief. As long as you are able to overlook all the crap they get wrong, you have a great time.
I can't do that.
So if you all of a sudden know exactly how lockpicking works,
Forget it.
and you see them pick a lock in a movie and they do it completely wrong, and they almost always do, then immediately you just get, you may be enjoying the movie, but then you get just pulled out of it. So
Exactly.
It does ruin it for you, unfortunately.
Or they have those lock-picking guns and they're just like, you're in.
No.
It's so not like that. No.
Not really. Those don't work as well as the movies make it up.
No.
No.
It's good for editing, I suppose.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
It's really cool, gadgety thing.
Yeah, but it's all a lie. It's not how it goes.
Right.
Yeah. The one thing I wanted to leave the internet with was, how do I say this? It's silly of you to think that this is nuts and wrong because obviously you haven't tried it. Because if you try it, you're going to want to do it more and more, I guarantee you, because the challenge is...
Try it, you'll like it.
Awesome, you will. And on that note, goodbye.
All right.
See you, Internet.